In 2002, a World Health Organization report claimed that each year 150,000 people, all in the world's poorest economies, die from the effects of global warming. In 2008, the Global Humanitarian Forum claimed that this figure had doubled to 300,000 and that by the 2030s it would rise again to 500,000 deaths per year. These shocking figures appeared in headlines throughout the world, mobilizing support for the climate movement. Campaigners said that it proved that climate change would be worse for the poor and that climate change was an issue of social justice. But over a decade later, how do these claims stack up? And is it clear that climate change has been worse for the world's poor than climate policy? The evidence suggests otherwise. The WHO and GHF produced their estimates of mortality by assuming that climate change caused a proportion of deaths from diseases such as malaria, malnutrition, and diarrhea in developing countries. But since the turn of the century, the world has seen remarkable progress in tackling these conditions. The number of deaths caused by malaria, malnutrition, and diarrhea have each fallen by more than 50%. But campaigners, politicians, academics and scientists have, for 20 years, claimed that climate change is the biggest problem mankind has ever faced and that it is getting worse. This was never true. The WHO's own data in 2002 showed that even in the poorest countries, climate change was one of the least urgent problems. Being underweight killed 23 times as many people as climate change. Lack of access to clean water and sanitation killed 10 times as many people. Climate change amounted to less than 1% of the combined mortality risk of all risks greater than climate change, and it is even less now. Most of these risks are not caused by the weather, but by poverty. The problem is that by emphasizing extreme weather rather than lack of wealth, climate campaigners have switched the political agenda away from development, creating a deadly opportunity cost. The evidence clearly shows that in order to reduce the risks that the world's poorest people are exposed to, it is not weather that needs to be controlled, but wealth that needs to be created. To learn more about the consequences of the green agenda for the world's poorest people, visit the GWPF's new Energy Justice website.